Bonafide Hustler here. It's another general thrift vlog. These vlogs, we flip used items we find at thrift stores and garage sales and Facebook Marketplace. We make more money. So this is going to be the start of the vlog. Let's see what we can get ourselves into. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the outside of my house on a beautiful evening here in Austin, Texas. We're about to get something sold that I am into, I think for $5. It could be less, but I think $5. And it's sitting on the side of my house. Let's go look at it. Someone offered me $75 for these Budweiser skis. They're pretty awesome. Now, obviously, they're not Budweiser skis, but you know, it's some other company that put Budweiser on there. Got some Solomon bindings, and this person wants to use it for a man cave. $75. I think we should get rid of it right now. Been sitting on these things for like 2 or 3 months. They were actually at the antique mall too at one point. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna get these things sold pretty quick. And the vlog starts right here. That's right, you can follow me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler. There's also a free money-making guide right here. First link down below, it'll teach you some items to look out for that you can start making some money on. Go check it out. And yeah, I have shower hair. Can't you tell? I can't tell if it's good or bad, but I have shower hair. It's about 30 minutes from the last shot. And yeah, now the evening's definitely here. Okay, so, but the skis are still here too. The homeboy is supposed to come down this cul-de-sac any second. And you know, in here in Texas, we have a lot of snow. We get so much snow in Austin, Texas every year that people have to buy skis. For real. Sometimes the snow is so much that we get, I don't know how to say it, not gridlocked, but yeah, we get snow locked. Like we can't do anything. We have to store our food underground, all sorts of things. Hey, the guy's coming, here he is. All right, gave him 25 cash and they gave me this. So that was a good hustle. Okay, we're at the next day and I found this shed sale kind of thing, kind of close to my house. So what did we find from this place? I'm glad you asked. For $120, we have this vintage Louis Vuitton garment holder, which is pretty neat. And you can just tell, and you can just tell, what's up, man?
Backs to bucks, backs to bucks. Hit the link below.
Oh my gosh, it's Matt Jackson.
Yes, you guys hit a like button right now. Your boy Chris is out here on the streets.
This guy, crazy. So yeah, we got that Louis Vuitton bag. Everything is $120. Our Le Creuset piece right here. Now this is gonna be a TBD, but this thing is pretty awesome. It's definitely vintage. And that's a little TBD. What do you think that's gonna sell for? Comment down below. Let me know right here. It's huge. We also got a leather jacket. These things in the booth, once we clean it up, $100 all day. I also have a just normal jean jacket right here. Levi's XL, nothing crazy. It's probably like 40 in the booth right there. All right, when we get home, we'll have a closer look at that Louis Vuitton garment bag, but I'm thinking around 300 or 500 the resale on something like that. Just because it's like not in perfect condition, but it's not in bad condition either. On the way to the post office to drop off a item that's sold. It's a $50 bag, nothing super crazy. This is one of 4 bags that I bought at a garage sale on an overlanding lot, and very easy to sell for $50. 511 tactical Moab sling pack. Then I have to pick up a bike from Facebook Marketplace. A $75 Trek Lexa road bike that I think I could sell for $300 to $350 in about a week or 2. All right, we're at the booth and some things that I dropped off for my girlfriend, these made in England Doc Martens. So we put that over there. I put a Gucci tote that I found for $10 right here, asking about 70. A random kind of chore coat. I think she was in this for $2. She's probably asking 50. From a previous vlog, the Wilson's jacket that we paid, I think $10 for, is now sitting here. We get about $120 for this. I dropped off this Saguaro, like $3 or $5 jacket right here, and this one should get about 50. Dropped off the Lloyd Elliott's Country Club jacket right here. Should be able to get about 70 for this one. I think we're $3 into that. Also dropped off the red Justin Booth from the previous vlog, $7, and we'll probably get about 70 for that. All right, so I just picked up this. Here's the Trek Lexa from Facebook Marketplace, $75. Probably sell for $300 to $350, and the rear, disc is looking really clean. So this bike has not been ridden much at all. Pretty awesome shape. 50 centimeters. It's basically a small. So my girlfriend was the one that actually found that listing, so that was pretty good. That was earlier today when we were actually at that shed sale. She saw that listing. I told her to offer $75 and $100 asking price. The person took it. Oh, what a day. And we are now in the evening time. Is my skin glistening? It's probably because I put beef tallow on it. What you didn't see on this vlog is that actually I went back to the shed sale today, but later in the day. So when you saw that clip when I was like, you know, buying the Louis Vuitton thing and the jackets and all that, well, that was around 8:30 in the morning. So I went back around 2 o'clock and actually picked up two things. Now, one thing already sold. It sold an hour after I listed it. I asked $150. I paid $20 for it, but I took a $120 offer, and it's this right here. Because I put it in a box already. I basically shot pictures of it. I put it in a box directly. I put packing peanuts. Thing's awesome. And it's untested. And yeah, it's a cuckoo clock, a vintage cuckoo clock, but not like a super good one. But decent enough to, I guess, sell for $120 with an asking price of $150, $120 offer. I took it. Why not? Got that sold within an hour of posting it. That was awesome. And then I also got this Denver Broncos kind of vintage plush hat thing that you can see right here. Nothing super special, but that was $3. So maybe we can move it for $50 to like $100. We'll see. But I boxed up the cuckoo clock. It's in here, and it's going to be out of here tomorrow morning. Okay, we're at the next day, and we have a chance of selling a $5 kids scoot bike that I found last weekend. It's only been 7 days. This kid's scoot bike will hopefully sell for $50 here in a second. You might have remembered me finding this on the vlog. Yeah, little specialized kids hot rock, nothing crazy. I think someone's really pulling them up behind me here in a second to buy this thing. Good brand, kids scoot bike. Not even a real bicycle, no pedals, no chain. But yeah, $5 at a garage sale and a chance to sell this thing for $50 right now. After that guy comes, we have another person coming to look at this bike. And I believe we paid $50 for this at a church garage sale. It's a Raleigh Venture 4.0 hybrid bike with fenders and a rack. Operates perfect. Hopefully we'll get about $225 cash for this after the person comes for that. I think someone's here for one of these two bikes. Let's go get something sold. How's it going? She's taking it for a spin. She gave me the cash in the hand already, $225. So we'll see if we can move it for that much. All right, that was quick enough. $225 cash. That's a big return on that bike. $175 for a Raleigh isn't the greatest bike. I mean, that's literally selling at the top tier of what I thought it could sell for. But getting the very, very top is, I don't know. In the approaching of like winter and everything, it's pretty good. It's a good flip. Okay, someone's coming down the cul-de-sac right now, I think to pick up this small pink bike right here. Another $45 in profit on that bike. Real quick sale, 1 minute or less. I like that kind of stuff. Things that are extremely time efficient, I'm super into those kind of flips. Okay, next up for sale, same day. I think we have someone coming for $40 to pick up this free bike I found a week ago. Outside of a garage sale. They just put it to the street. If you watch the vlog, I go out, I pick it up. I said it's going to sell for $50, but I think someone wants to pick it up for $40, and I'm okay with that. Now, could I have worked on it? That's great. Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to work on bikes, you know, like to make money. I'm trying to flip them with barely any kind of, you know, input. So if this one's going to need a lot more input than normal, that's the reason why I'm not going to get into it. Got a rusty chain, 2 flat tires, some rust on the back here. Yeah, it's enough for me to be like, no. But for free, I'll take it. Okay, same day, and I think we can move this Dynamat, which I think I showed in this video, but I picked this up just the other day at a Goodwill. Spent no more than $27.05 out the door, and this is a sealed box of Dynamat, 36 square feet. It's basically audio. It goes in between your doors, and it's really good for car audio, like deadening sound, basically. Looks like I have somebody that's interested in buying it for $150 cash locally. I yanked my eBay listing, and I think that's a good price. I'm gonna take it. So they're coming on their way, and it should be here in like 20 minutes. Yeah, this was sitting in a Goodwill bin like 3 days ago, so pretty good flip if the guy comes with $150 cash, but he's supposed to be here soon. Some Dynamat Extreme, look at that. Okay, so I just handed the box out to the dude in the truck back there. Kind of see it? We have $150 cash. Excellent flip. So we bought this at a shed sale, and look at this thing. It's so cool, you know? Little vintage Louis Vuitton garment bag. Looking pretty good. Talon zippers, you know? It's got all the right looks to it. Pretty sure this is real. I mean, like, why would you fake something so big like this? This is huge, and it is definitely that dipped canvas, and then in other parts are obviously leather. But it looks nice. What do you guys think out there? Think it's real? Think it's fake? Even if it's fake, I mean, like, the extent of how good this fake is crazy. But it looks good to me. I mean, it really does, especially when you open it up and get to the middle section, because obviously the bag folds like this, you know? Looks pretty good. Went to garage sales yesterday, but I didn't vlog, but I found a couple things, and this is probably the best find of the day. Crazy enough, another cuckoo clock. I can't believe I found 2 cuckoo clocks in like a day. So this one right here is actually a JCPenney cuckoo clock from the home collection. It probably has resale of about $100, to be honest. Style 6320. I'm thinking, yeah, probably about 100, only because it is actually brand new in this box. I mean, it's brand new in the plastic, everything. So spent $10 for that at the garage sale. And I'm gonna target about $100. So yeah, I went to a couple of Goodwills today, actually like 3 Goodwills, and I found 2 items that, you know, passed the little mark of being a profitable good score, so I got into them. This is a 20-inch girls, or guys, I guess, Trek Pre-Caliber. Really good bike. This bike alone's like $330 to about $350 new. And there's some training wheels, which will probably take off. The tires are in incredible condition. The bike is in incredible condition. It also has a handbrake and it has a coaster brake. It being a very, very current day Trek, it's probably gonna sell for like $120 to possibly $180. So it's a really awesome bike. And I got into this one for $10 out the door. You can see the price right there. The other score from today was $6 out the door, and it's this safari hat in perfect condition. It's a canvas hat made by Metal and Moon. Really nice, large size, perfect condition. So this is more of like a boutique hat maker. So I'm thinking I could probably sell this between $50 and $100 just due to its construction. I thought it was a C.C. Filson hat at first. It was just perfectly built with bright old leather. It looks like, you know, real thick, but it is in perfect condition. And I think we can get this thing sold for like $50 to $100. Probably gonna end this vlog pretty soon, but I got a couple cha-chings today. And so let's go see what's sold. One of the things is actually not boxed yet. The other thing is in the box. So one of the things is something that we found on this vlog for $3 at the shed sale last weekend, only like 2 days ago. And it was this kind of Denver Broncos plush hat. So I think I showed it in this video, $3. We sold it for $75. $100 asking price, $75 offer. That's a good little hats to bucks right there. Then I also sold a nomadic travel pack that I bought 9 days ago at a garage sale. Basically 8 days ago, actually, from this video. I bought it for $20 at a garage sale and sold it for $106, an offer for $106, $120 asking price. So let's go look at that bag right now. On the last vlog, but yeah, this is the nomadic travel pack right here. It's in very good condition. The lady said she used it one time. And I always said on the vlog, like, remember this brand because it's on the new side, you know, it's on the newer side. It's not like a Patagonia or a Wandered or a North Face or anything like that. That's, you know, more established. It's more of a new company, and a lot of podcasters and a lot of business people and tech people like these packs. So this one right here sold for $106. But before we end this vlog, I want to make sure to capture whatever I'm buying thrifting today. Just came out of a Savers. I bought these Hoka Clifton. You can see the color right there. These are Clifton 8 Grape colorway. Pretty awesome shoe. I could probably get 50 or 60 locally for these, and on eBay probably around 75, 80. They're in really good condition. Got those for like 15 out the door. And then we also got a pair of Vans for my girlfriend. Now, if she doesn't like these, we can put them in the booth for like 30 to 40. We paid $11 for those. Let's see what else we can find today. They always play some crazy music in these thrift stores to where it's like really hard to get footage of me actually buying stuff. Then I wear these like gym shorts that don't have deep pockets, so it's like kind of hard to put everything, including keys and all that kind of stuff in my pockets. I need to do a better job of capturing the action in a thrift store, but I go pretty quick in these places, and if I'm not finding what I need, like, I'm out. So today I should see about 5 thrift stores in about 2 hours. And I already found some stuff, but I want to find more stuff. I found that one bike yesterday, which was awesome, and I listed it for $180 as well. So, you know, pretty cool. Pretty sure it's going to sell to some lucky person, and they're going to have a happy kid, that's for sure. Okay, last Goodwill of the day. Probably the most odd find I've ever found ever in a thrift store. This is $10 out the door. It's real. Some people in the store are like, what the hell is that? That's awesome. All right, I'm at my house, but yeah, this is the turkey mount. It's really cool looking, totally real. The thing about these turkey mounts is you gotta be careful like where you list them and stuff, because there's a lot of, you know, things that are against wild game, wild animals. I think Facebook Marketplace might be one of those places. Could be able to put it on Craigslist to sell it. I could just put it in my house, to be honest. Or I also have the antique booth. So as long as it, you know, coincides with wild game laws and stuff like that. Because like the game wardens, they do go to the antique malls around the state of Texas, and they look for things like that, or certain ducks, or so there's a lot of waterfowl and things like turkeys that you actually can't put in a vintage antique booth, but I can put things like coyote heads, deer mounts. I can't put an alligator head or anything like that, even micro little crocodile heads. I've tried before. Can't put those. They get confiscated by the game wardens. So, and on top of that, the actual antique mall can get fined for allowing vendors to put those kind of things. So this could be a tougher item to resell. I had to rescue it though. It's that cool. I like it a lot. I'm sure my dog's going to freak out, but hey, this is why we buy items, to make money and to maybe freak out your animals. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Some weird, wild finds. I think the turkey head could sell between $100 and $200 all day long. So good find regardless. I'm going to probably mount it for a little bit, and then, yeah, we'll see. What would you do with it if you found it? Let me know down below in a comment. If you like the vlogs, then make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.